it's transitioned so many times. You know that. First it was luxury rentals. Then we said, okay, we'll build a small tower here and we'll provide parking. We had to deal with that issue. Then after all those plans, lots of people said, hey, let's transition into a boutique hotel. I don't know a thing about a boutique hotel. Well, they have hotel operators who come in and do take care of everything, management, hiring. You don't need to really know anything. You have to give them a finished building. So we started designing and planning for that, meeting with all the different management companies, hotel management companies, but we're still in a pattern of how many rooms, they call them keys, how many keys to this hotel can you provide us? I mean, obviously, again, we know it's whatever happens here, we feel it's going to be successful, but we need to really get that number. Banks require that as well. We're also applying for new market tax credits now, which is a whole nother source of income in order to raise capital so that you can have money for the construction. Through many minds and many people, we've come up now, we think, with finally, but at the last, a year and a half later, now we change all of this. But it's evolving, things take time, it just doesn't happen. And we still are waiting for the room count, the key count. So it's just a matter of, I think we're going to build a minimum of 70, 80 rooms, but I think it's going to go from 70 to 80 up to 125. And that's just a matter of adding 4 floors, 3 floors, 5 floors to the new tower. Each floor is about $1 million, maybe a little more. I just started learning them a year ago and making sense of it. Now every time I go to a hotel, which I'm doing a lot now, I look at everything. I look at the entryways, the lobbies, the flooring, how many staff do they have in the room that I just walked into? How clean is the elevator? How large is the elevator? How large is this hallway when you walk in the main entry? How grand is the entry of the hotel? When you walk down the hallway to the elevator core, how wide and how tall are the ceilings? So you have to have comparisons, and all this information now is starting to make sense, and you have to try to incorporate that into a plan. So that's kind of our status now. And then in the interim, for the past year, we've had this challenge with the roof, as you know. Our roofer, personal problems, business problems, money problems that all got assumed by me, and then I became a foster parent to my roofer now, and now his problems are my problems, and they're not good problems because we don't have a finished roof. We're sitting there, 80% dried in. We still have leaks, and now we have an issue where we're trying to get bids from many contractors, and people come here and they see a half-done job and it scares them. $80,000, $70,000 of work in place and paid for, yet we get zero credit for it because of the nature of the fact that they have to take the job over and assume the liability. So we just lost, $70,000, $80,000 out of thin air, and now it's gone, and we have to deal with that. So we're fighting through that. We're waiting for that to happen so that we can start the windows and start the exterior waterproofing and painting of the building. So hopefully we have a finished shell, and by that time we feel that the design on the interior will be complete. We'll know what at least the problems on our basement level and our first floor level, all these levels where the public comes in, all that flows make sense, and we'll know, hey, how many key hotels is going to be. It's just a matter of adding those floors since we already have a footprint of what we're building. That's pretty much where we are.